everyone, today I'm going to be sharing some of my top 5 tips and tricks to get rid of damaged hair and split ends. That way you have healthy, shiny, beautiful hair. This is going to apply if you have curly hair or straight or wavy, any type of hair that you have. These tips are going to be great for you, but I of course have naturally curly hair, so these are especially going to help curly haired girls. So I hope these little tips help you guys out, so let's go ahead and get started. So my first tip is to get your hair cut every 6 to 8 weeks. That seems so simple, like just cut off the split ends if you have split ends, but that is really the only way to actually get rid of those split ends and that damaged hair. So it really doesn't do you any good if you go and damage your hair by using heat and other things after you get it cut, because then you're just going to get split ends again. So it's best to cut off those dead ends, because if you don't, they will just split even further and split further up the shaft, because you know what, you get like the little tree ends on the end of each strand, those just split up farther, or when they break off, then you still have a split end if you pull them off. So it's really good to get those cut off right above where they are starting, that way they won't keep splitting up further, and then it's just a cycle that is hard to get rid of. So cut them all off, and then you shouldn't have to get your hair cut as often if you can keep it healthier. So then the next obvious tip that I have is to avoid washing your hair too much and avoid heat styling. I have lots of videos I've done on 2nd and 3rd day curls, and also you can use the same methods for straight hair. You could just use a dry shampoo. There's different things you could do and lots of different hairstyles you can do in order to avoid washing your hair, but you really want to avoid the heat styling. The only heat that I use on my hair on a regular basis, not even regular basis, probably like twice a week, is a blow dryer with a diffuser. That's really going to help prevent any flyaways, prevent more damage, because it's diffusing the air, so it's not just blowing it all over your head, if you know what I mean. So avoid that heat styling, and when you do heat style, you want to use a heat protectant. So this is my next little tip, is to use the Aveda Brilliant Damage Control Heat Protectant. This is my favorite. This also helps prevent UV damage from the sun's rays from your hair, so this is awesome. I recently did a video on a flat iron review. I will link for you guys down below. It was the Bio-Ionic one. I don't know if it was the flat iron or this heat protectant spray, but I didn't get any split ends. And you can even see the ends of my hair in that video I showed you guys, where after I flat ironed it with this, I did not have any split ends. It was crazy. And I did it a couple more times a couple days after without using the heat protectant, and I did notice some split ends. So this definitely is amazing. It did the trick and prevented split ends entirely, because I know when I didn't use this a few days after, I ended up getting split ends. So this is extremely important. This is the best one I've ever tried. I can link this for you guys on Amazon if you want to try to find it cheaper, or you can find it at an Aveda salon. My next tip is to use a wide tooth comb when you comb your hair. If you comb it in the shower with conditioner, like if you have curls, then that's probably the best way to do it. But this is a shower comb, so it's designed to use on wet hair. You never want to take a brush through dry curls, or even if you have straight hair, it's really good to try to use one of these, because the teeth are so wide apart that it's not going to break off your hair. So if you hear that snapping noise, it just makes me cringe so much, but that is actually your hair breaking off. So you never want to hear that when you're brushing it. You want to be really gentle and always start from the bottom and gradually work your way up when you're detangling. Don't just start here and then you get a bigger knot if you pull all that knot down to the bottom, and that's really damaging. So this is going to make a tremendous difference in your hair if you are someone that brushes it all the time. My next tip is to not sleep with your hair up. This is going to cause more breakage, especially if you have it in a tight ponytail. If you wear your hair up every single day, it is so damaging for your hair, because it's actually pulling at it, so it's going to make more hairs break off. I used to wear my hair up every single day when I was younger, because I didn't really know how to style my curls, so I would slick it back and put it up in a high ponytail, and it was always really tight because I had to wrap it around so many times to hold up my heavy hair. And now I have so much breakage around my crown area, and I cannot get rid of it. I think that's probably what it's from, because I would always have hairs that are like this long all around this area, and even in the back too. So I know that has to be what it was from. I wish I'd never done that, because it's really hard to get rid of that. But within time, your hair should grow back out and it should be okay. So I've really noticed a difference recently. I don't have as much breakage, but I can still tell, like when I straighten my hair and then I put it up, that I still have those like baby hairs that are like this long right here. So that's really hard. So you don't want to sleep with it up, because then the friction from your pillow and stuff is going to make it break off, and hair ties are really hard on your hair in general. But I always sleep in a slaps or a satin lined hair cap. This has actual satin on the inside, so it's not going to cause any friction against your curls or your hair. Even when I wear my hair straight, I always sleep in this, because it makes such a difference, and it keeps your hair off your neck, so it feels a lot better and it's a lot cooler and stuff. So I only straighten my hair though about every couple months, like only a handful of times within the year. You guys know I hardly have it straight when you see me in my videos, because I really try to avoid it as much as possible. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in videos before, but just really learning to love your natural hair. It's what looks best on you. That's what I always say. I feel like I look weird with straight hair. It just doesn't look like me. I mean, it's nice to switch it up every now and then, but in the end, I feel like I look best with curls because they're a lot more voluminous and I have a lot more body, and it just looks right with my face. It's what I meant to have. So if you can find the right styling products, style your hair the right way to where you like it, you can learn to really love your hair naturally. Even if you're someone with straight or wavy hair, just letting it air dry and not blow drying it straight or flat ironing it straight, that sort of thing, is going to make a huge difference if you just learn to get used to it and really love the way it looks. And my last and final tip is to deep condition your hair at least once a week. This is my all-time favorite. This is the Aveda Dry Remedy Moisturizing Mask. This is the thickest, best mask that I have ever used. It's very thick. Again, I can link you guys for this on Amazon. Maybe I can find a little cheaper for you all. But this is just phenomenal at getting rid of like really dry hair. It just makes my hair feel so much more alive, especially after I straighten it and then I wash it. That's actually what I did today. This was the first time I washed it after I had it straight, and it just helps liven it back up after it's been heat damaged. There's tons of homemade masks and stuff that you can do. I will be sure to link you guys to some on the blog post with this video if you're interested in making any at home. I've heard tons of different recipes, whether it be using avocado or castor oil or coconut oil, all those things, but I just find a regular hair mask to be easier to get out, and I can just do it really quickly, and I leave it on for about 10 minutes or so. So that is all of my tips on how to get rid of split ends and damaged hair and then have healthy, shiny hair. Please leave me yours in the comments down below because I would love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to check out the blog post that goes with this video. I will have all the products I mentioned and different tips listed on there, so if you want to share it on Pinterest, you can pin the images or whatever you want to do to save it. Share it with your friends because everyone suffers from damaged hair. It is so hard to keep it healthy and stuff, so hopefully this will help you out. I'll have all my hair videos and stuff listed down below, like the different playlists if you want to see how I style my hair, cut, color, all that kind of stuff. I will have that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone. Hey everybody, today I'm doing a new type of video that I haven't done before, and this is going to be 5 life-changing beauty hacks that will totally switch up your normal routine.